If you live in Illinois and you're wondering about your emissions test requirements, you've come to the right place. Here we'll go over everything you need to know about emissions testing in Illinois. Illinois requires smog tests in certain counties and zip codes. If you live in Cook, DuPage, or Lake County, you'll need to get an emissions test. But if you live in Kane, Kendall, McHenry, Madison, Monroe, St. Clair, or Will counties, you'll need to check if you're required to get an emissions test based on your zip code. If you don't live in any of those counties, you're good to go. No emissions test is needed. Even if you live in a place that requires a smog test, you'll need to check that the requirements apply to your specific vehicle. If your car is gas-powered, manufactured in or after 1996, and more than 4 years old, you'll need to get an emissions test every 2 years. However, there are lots of very specific exemptions to the Illinois emissions testing requirements. Fully electric cars, mopeds, and designated farm equipment are just a few vehicles that are exempt. So now you know whether you need an emissions test, but how do you actually get it done? All you need to do is find a local testing center, bring your car in, and pay a $20 fee. It should only take a few minutes to complete the test. Most testing centers will use an OBD test, where they take a look at the components of your car involved in emissions using an OBD2 scanner. If your car fails the emissions test, you'll need to get it repaired so that it can pass. If you get a bunch of repairs done but the car still fails, you may be able to get a repair waiver. Or if you can't afford to make the necessary repairs, you can apply to get an Illinois hardship waiver, which gives you an additional year before you'll be subject to emissions testing again. If you're required to get an emissions test but fail to bring your car in, you won't be able to register your vehicle and you could be fined up to $250. But as we've discussed here, it doesn't take much effort to get this crucial exam done. For more information about car maintenance and repairs, hit the subscribe button or go to getjerry.com.